Hi everyone, thank you for watching this video. I also want to say thank you to everybody that has been watching my videos that I've already posted, and those of people that have subscribed. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping to document as much of this pregnancy as I possibly can. It's not something I did with my first two pregnancies, so this is all exciting and new for me to do. Yeah, so in my last video, I think I was just over 4 weeks pregnant. Yeah, we obviously just found out. So yeah, 4 weeks pregnant with my last video. So I'm now currently just over 7 weeks pregnant. So 7 weeks and one app says 7 weeks and 2 days. The other app says 7 weeks and 3 days. So I mean, it's about the same amount of time. But yeah, I mean, it's been quite tricky with sickness or nausea again, sorry. Fortunately, I'm not actually being sick, it's more feeling extremely nauseous. So yeah, nausea has been quite tough, very rough for me at this time. I mean, I had nausea with both my other pregnancies, but I think you just literally forget that this is part of that this is part of pregnancy. When I found out at 4 weeks, being hungry and starting to have like a quite a strong hunger ache, and I was like, oh, that would be nice if that's how the beginning of the pregnancy is, though. First trimester, no sickness, but I was kidding myself. Yeah, the nausea. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. The nausea has come on thick and fast, which is fine. We're rolling with it. It is what it is. Just kind of trying to eat what I can, or eat a lot. But then I find if I eat too much, I feel sick. If I don't eat enough, I feel sick. If I eat the wrong foods, I feel sick. If I eat the right foods, I feel sick. So it's kind of at the moment just a guessing game of what my body decides it likes that day. So some days it's a very carby day, lots of potato, lots of salted crisps, lots of salted everything. And snack wise, it'll be like breadsticks, hummus with breadsticks, tzatziki and breadsticks. Bread, only toast I'm kind of can tolerate. So like having a sandwich doesn't really go down too well. I think it's too heavy. But then saying that, there's been days when I'm like, oh, I'm quite hungry. So then I'll have like chips from the fish and chip shop because I can't think of, like, I'll plan dinner, and the thought of that meal will just make me like feel really unwell. So then I'll be like, okay, let me get something that's quite salty. So I'll just have a jacket potato, or as I said, sorry, order chips from the chip shop and put lots of salt and vinegar on those, and that's gone down quite well a couple of times. But then it went down well one day, had it again the next day, and it wasn't something that my body was happy with. So yeah, it's just trial and error at this moment in time. It's quite a tricky, the first trimester, if you do suffer with like sickness and nausea, it can be quite tricky to kind of gather what it is that works. So then, like, fluid wise, plain water, my stomach just doesn't like it. I don't know why. I know it's very important for me to drink, but if I drink just still water, not plain water, if I drink just still water, I can feel quite sick after. So it has to have maybe some squash in it, a tiny bit of juice in it, or it has to be like tonic water or some sort of fizzy soda water or sparkling water. That goes down a lot easier than just still water. It's a process, and I'm really enjoying that I'm pregnant again. But yeah, I just think it's something that you forget about when you do have babies, because it happens so early on. By the time you get to the end of your pregnancy, this is like a distant memory. Like, you don't remember. For some people, or for me, I just don't remember this part. but safe to say that it's kicked back in for the third time, for the third pregnancy. Having nausea with toddlers can be quite challenging at times, but I mean, it's fine. Work has been really good. I've been able to work from home. I thought it was important to let my manager know just where my nausea is quite bad, and if I do need to take some time out or come offline for half an hour, 10 minutes every so often, I don't want to be like, oh, what's Hannah doing? I thought it was important for me to involve my manager just so that they know. So that's really good, and they've been really supportive. So I'm very pleased about that. Food at the moment is my biggest challenge because I'm hungry all the time, but then feel sick all the time. So then I don't know if I need to eat or not. But then I'm like, I can't not eat. So I'll eat some food. I'll start to feel a little bit better, but then I'll feel unwell again quite soon after. So I'm just kind of doing a variation of different foods. So last night we made like a tomato pasta bake type meal with chicken, which was really tasty, but I think tomato might be a bit too acidic for my stomach, and it wasn't happy that I had that yesterday. So then today I thought I would go a bit more healthy and have some salmon, some plain boiled potatoes with just like salt and pepper and some green beans. And so far so good. It's gone down well. I am starting to get a little bit of reflux. So Gaviscon has become my best friend. And to be honest, it was my best friend in my first and second pregnancy, just a little bit later on. I don't remember using Gaviscon so early on, but maybe it's just my body preparing because it knows what to expect. I just thought I'd give you find out you're pregnant, you make your appointment. So obviously you inform like the hospital or your GP surgery, whichever route you decide to go down, but you don't actually see anybody until your booking appointment, and then the next time is your first scan. I think you might have some bloods in between. I can't quite remember, but yeah. So seeing somebody will make it much more real. So I'm very excited for that experience again. It's quite nice just having a chat about yourself and your pregnancy. So yeah, I'm excited for that, and that is very soon. I'm going to try now to do maybe like weekly pregnancy updates, kind of in line with where I am actually pregnant, rather than putting out like a video where I'm 6 weeks pregnant, but actually when it goes out, I'm 9 weeks pregnant. I'm going to try to keep it as close to where I am as possible. But don't hold me to that, but that's what I'm going to try to do. Yeah, I'm very excited to see how this pregnancy goes. I think one of the apps that I do have, I checked the size of the baby, and baby is the size of a watermelon seed, I believe, so very small. But yeah, it's nice to know that I can kind of refer to something to make it all a bit more real until we do have the first scan. If anybody has any questions or anything, please let me know. Thank you again to everyone that has been watching my videos, and to those who have subscribed to my channel. Congratulations to anybody that is pregnant at a similar stage that I am. If you're further along earlier, congratulations. I hope you enjoy sharing this journey with me. I'm going to try my best to share as much as I can that I think people will find interesting. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll be back next week. And I would have had my booking appointment by then, which would be cool, so I can kind of talk about that experience a little bit more, and also I can talk about that experience a little bit more, and also discuss how I'm feeling at 8 weeks and 2 or 3 days. But yeah, thank you again so much. If you like what you've seen so far on my channel or the videos that you've seen, please subscribe. I'll put the link somewhere. Yeah, thank you so much. See you later.